Well, here's the fact. After that weekend, we have wasted 5 weeks of our lives. We've wasted our time. It is now all up for grabs. All the promises, all the financial caution, all the little deals, all the bribes, all the handouts, everything, gone. I'll give you a couple of predictions that'll come out of this hung parliament. And all this will happen because you never stand between a politician and power. And we now have Julia Gillard and Tony Abbott trying to get support from 3 former National Party independents and the Greens, and a couple of others we don't know too much about. They will do anything to get their support, which is why it's all up for grabs. It's why we've wasted 5 weeks. Chances are, whatever reason you had for voting Labor or Liberal is up for grabs. For example, the People's Assembly on climate change. That'll be gone. That's finished. God knows you might even get a carbon tax while everybody tries to keep the Greens happy. The Greens, incidentally, also want us out of Afghanistan. So does Andrew Wilkie, one of the other independents. That may be on the table. Gay marriage is back. Even banana imports could be a key agenda item. The word is today that one of the independents has even been offered a ministry by Julia Gillard. Now, hang on, did we vote for that? Did we vote for him to be part of the team? I'll speak to him in a moment. But when all these deals are done, bottom line is, who pays for them? All the costings are gone, blown out of the water. All those carefully crafted figures and plans from the past 5 weeks, all gone because they'll be trying to get support from a handful of people with sectional interests. That's why I believe what's happening now is not good for this country. I know we're going to have tanks in the streets, and we'll do it all in a very civilised fashion, and it'll all sort itself out in a couple of weeks. But it's impossible to know what will happen. But I reckon Tony Abbott would have to be the slight favourite at the moment. But I don't know. I really don't know. I don't think anybody does know. The problem is whoever forms government will have to do deals. They'll have to pay enormous attention to the Greens, who will control the Senate, quite apart from having a face in the House of Representatives. But that's what the Greens want. Now, Adam Bant is their new member in the House of Reps from Melbourne. He's not talking today. Bob Brown's not talking either. Neither their senator. But Adam Bant, what does he want? This is one of the most powerful men in Australia as of now. What does he want from government?
We need more love in this world, not less.
Yes, we've got hippies. You know, they want a 33% company tax. They want higher income tax for individuals. They want to ban zoos, and they want to legislate for love. Hippies with the balance of power. That's why the whole strategy of Gillard and Abbott is now irrelevant. Everything they promised you before you voted is gone. I think today the stock market will show you what this means. I think the dollar will drop, and I think the market will be nervous before greed resumes. Because nobody knows who's going to run Australia, and nobody knows just what they're going to do. 96900 693 13 13 32. Who do you want, and why? Would you have voted differently if you'd known that this sort of thing could happen? Any time, any issue. 96900 693 13 13 32. I think there'll be an element of fear in this. Some people will be a bit frightened about what's happening. I don't think that's necessary. I mean, be uncertain. You'll be a bit worried, but there's not a time for fear. Essentially, we've still got decency and democracy. There's a famous saying that the Australian people never get it wrong. This time we'll see. Instability is unhealthy, and I think we're guaranteed instability to the point we'll probably need another election within a year. Other observations, massive informal vote, which, as I predicted, did you vote informal? But it does show how unhappy the voters were with both sides. Victoria, pro-Labor, good sides for John Brumby. Bloodletting inevitable in the Labor Party. Already people are blaming Rudd supporters for leaks during the campaign, saying that cost them power in Queensland. There'll be blood. Bill Shorten's keeping his head down today, sensibly so. Personally, I believe if Kevin Rudd had been Prime Minister, it would have all been over by 10 o'clock. Wyatt Roy, 20 years old, into Parliament, heaven help him. And the big question, will this change politics? Is this the Australian people saying, we are not stupid, no more waffle, no more spin, no more reciting the message, don't treat us as stupid? That's part of it. But this is not a national swing. It's really a message from Queensland and New South Wales. It's not a massive national swing. But the statistical fact is voters looked at both and said, no, neither of you are good enough. What I reckon will happen now is both will pledge to turn over a new leaf. Both Tony Abbott and Julia Gillard say, no, we'll be honest and open and direct. Both will promise to treat us like adults, but it won't last. 96900 693 1332, there is an industry of manipulation and spin around politics now, and it won't go quietly.